2021 SweetWater Music Festival, along with my quartet, the Rosebud String Quartet. The quartet was formed back in 2013, I believe, when our violist Keith Ham started the Rosebud Chamber Music Festival in his hometown of Rosebud, Alberta. I joined the quartet a bit later, about 4 or 5 years ago now. I was living in Winnipeg at the time, playing in symphony, but whenever I got the opportunity, I would go east to Toronto, where the rest of the quartet was based, west to Rosebud, or anywhere in between, to get together and play quartet music as often as we could. Just recently, actually, we got together and recorded music for our first album. That'll be music of Haydn and Mozart, and that'll be coming out later this coming spring, so look out for that if you can. In 2019, I moved from Winnipeg to Toronto to play principal cello with the Canadian Opera Company Orchestra. It felt great to be back in my home province. I grew up in London, Ontario, and I even had a solid few months of normal life here in Toronto before March 2020 rolled around. So that changed things a little bit. It's been a difficult and different few years for all musicians, well, for everybody, but music has been hit hard. I know for me, so many of the performances that I was supposed to have been canceled or have been postponed again and then canceled. So that makes me incredibly grateful for Edwin and for SweetWater, the whole team, to not only have put on a great 2021 festival, but also to have had live music in 2020 as well. I wasn't a performer then, but even hearing about the fact that they were doing a little mini outdoor festival was just music to my ears, pardon the pun. It was just great to hear about live music still happening because of the dedication and the enthusiasm of everybody at SweetWater. Because we were all spending a lot of time alone at home, alone in our practice rooms, and though I enjoyed a lot of what I got to, practice when I what I wanted, and I revisited a lot of nice solo cello repertoire that I hadn't touched in a while. It's not the same as playing with people, for people, and sharing music in person like that. Even solo cello repertoire, I think what makes successful music is when it doesn't sound like solo cello repertoire, is when the music itself sort of tricks the ear into thinking that there are multiple voices happening at once, even when it's coming out of just one instrument. So like the movement that I'm going to play for you today, even in the title, it's a dialogue. It's two voices that start out separately and then sort of mesh together, sort of weave in and out of each other and together to create these different voices in this one piece of music played by only one cello. So I think it's sort of a representation of this feeling that we've all been feeling of being alone together. So with that, I'll play the first movement of Ligeti's solo cello sonata. The first movement is called Dialogo, dialogue. So here it is.